Hey guys, and welcome to the grid for the Japanese Grand Prix here in Suzuka for the F1 2005 A1 AI only championship on rFactor. So here we can see Kimi Räikkönen has taken pole. And of course he's had one of the worst runs in the past races. He is sitting 10th in the standings. And the past 3 races, he has not finished higher than 18th. So he's going to be hoping to get a good result here. Of course, second place now is Jarno Trulli, who has been on the podium 4 of the past 5 races. And he is all of a sudden 3rd in the championship standings and a very serious title contender. Let's see, Ralf Schumacher, his teammate, is sitting in 3rd. Of course, Toyota is tied in the points with Williams, so they're going to be looking to jump them and maximize their points. Fernando Alonso sitting 4th, nothing special. Takuma Sato sitting 5th in the championship standings, well off, about 25 or 21 points off the leader of the championship, which is Juan Pablo Montoya. Rubens Barrichello sitting 6th after having quite a few bad rounds. Nick Heidfeld 2nd in the championship, just 8 points behind Montoya, sitting 7th. Michael Schumacher 8th. Mark Webber 9th. Christian Klein 10th. And there's the championship leader, Juan Pablo Montoya, in 11th. And let's just go through the rest of these. Oh boy. And here go Monteiro, rounding out the top 18 or 19 drivers. Of course, I'm the 20th, but I don't race. So let's go ahead and get this race underway. Let's go to the race. See, everyone's on the grid, revving up. The 5 red lights are on, and they are out. So we exit to the monitor, get right away to Kimi Räikkönen, and it is loud. Into the first corner. Looks like Ralf Schumacher holds off Fernando Alonso there. I'm going to turn down the audio just a bit, as it is actually quite loud for some reason, even though it's on 2%. So there we go. Kimi Räikkönen holds the lead right now, with Jarno Trulli sitting 2nd, Ralf Schumacher, his teammate, 3rd, Fernando Alonso 4th, Takuma Sato 5th, Nick Heidfeld's up into 6th, passing Rubens Barrichello off the start. Mark Webber's up into 8th, passing Michael Schumacher, who has fallen back into 10th. Jacques Villeneuve is 11th, David Coulthard 12th. And what happened to the championship leader? What has happened to Giancarlo Fisichella as well? Felipe Massa doesn't have a front wing, so carnage on the start for a few drivers. Rubens Barrichello into the wall hard. He has no front right wheel, and that's going to hurt Juan Pablo Montoya terribly in the championship now. He has no front wing. He's going to have to change it. So, terrible start for him. The Jordans and Minardi rounding out the back of the pack. Let's see if Michael Schumacher can make a move here on Christian Klein. There's Ballard in the middle of the track. He punts it away. Now Ralf Schumacher's back into 5th, losing position to Fernando Alonso and Takuma Sato. It looks like Jarno Trulli's going for the lead. He dives it up the inside, but Kimi Räikkönen comes around the outside and holds the lead from Jarno Trulli so far. So the top 15 are the only ones really in contention in this race now, since the rest of them have fallen out. Rubens Barrichello retiring. Felipe Massa not coming into the pit. He goes on for another lap, even though his top air intake is completely smashed and he has no front wing. Juan Pablo Montoya is back out on track. And Giancarlo Fisichella didn't pit either. So Massa and Fisichella will probably be retiring soon, because there's no way they're going to be able to continue. Ralf Schumacher's being hassled by Mark Webber, as looks like Nick Heidfeld made it past for 5th position. Looks like Fernando Alonso is about to make a move on Jarno Trulli. He dives it up the inside of 130R. And can he hold it? He doesn't. It looks like Jarno Trulli tries to go back up the inside, but no. And there goes Takuma Sato, 4th place in the championship. Now he's going to probably lose that because of this. This is going to ruin his championship shot. It looks like, yep, and that absolutely ruined it for him as well. Looks like he's retiring here. Suspension failure. Oh no, my game froze. Okay, well, my game just froze there. I'll probably cut that out. But, yeah, so that was Takuma Sato crashing out. And now that's going to throw him effectively out of the championship hunt, even though there's no real chance for him. It's only going to be between Montoya, Nick Heidfeld, and Jarno Trulli this season. And of course, in the description, I will put the straw poll for which of those 3 you think would win the championship. Because there are only 30 points to play for, including this race. So anything can happen between those 3. And of course, it looks like Montoya might lose the championship lead this race, considering he's back in 16th position. It looks like Fisichella has a new car completely, along with Felipe Massa. They're coming down here. Through 130R, Kimi Räikkönen leads the way for McLaren. Then it is Fernando Alonso, Jarno Trulli, Ralf Schumacher, and then a huge gang of cars going on here. Nick Heidfeld gets passed by his teammate, so he's not going to be happy because team orders have to be applying here, as he is 2nd in the championship and he needs that position. He needs all the points he can get. And if Mark Webber takes him out, that is going to be a catastrophe, as Jacques Villeneuve spins and he gets back on the race. Sauber, these past few rounds, has absolutely just fallen off pace. Felipe Massa especially. At the beginning of the season, he was up there for the championship hunt. Now he is out of contention easily. Tied with Kimi Räikkönen actually in the points, but not after this race, it would seem. Unless Kimi Räikkönen, of course, has another failure of some sort. Last time I think it was a gearbox issue, and he almost took the win. And then before that, Spa, he had a I think it was a suspension failure? I can't remember. But he was leading that race as well. So, bad luck comes when he's leading the race. Ralf Schumacher has 2nd. What happened to Jarno Trulli? Nick Heidfeld's 4th. There is no. Where is Jarno Trulli? He's back in 12th position. Can I rewind? No, it's too far back. No idea what happened to Jarno Trulli. He's back into 12th position. And it looks like he's actually losing time to that Jordan there of Narain Karthikeyan. Actually, he has a higher top speed, so he gained quite a bit of time there. So Juan Pablo Montoya just coming through the final corner now. So he is ways off, and he will not be in the points more than likely, unless he gets super lucky. But everything is going Nick Heidfeld's way today. Juan Pablo Montoya out of the points. Jarno Trulli out of the points. And now he has a run on Ralf Schumacher here. He just needs, I think it is 8 points. He needs 8 points to tie Montoya. And then so that is a 2nd, or he needs to win the race to take the lead of the championship. And I think that'll be the first lead change of this championship since round 1. Actually, he took the lead of the championship in round 2. It looks like Montoya is the only driver to win more than one race this season, and he has won 4. So, of course, he's definitely deserving of that first place at the moment. But now, Nick Heidfeld is on the hunt. His teammate is also passed Ralf Schumacher, so that's good and bad, as his teammate has been very fearsome toward him and has not exactly been giving up. So Alonso's coming up into the Degnos now, and Nick Heidfeld just about now. So he's, I'd say, about 5 seconds off. Fernando Alonso nearly losing that. Actually, he's only 3 seconds off. It looks like that was a front wing of some sort. A rear wing, it looks like, actually. I'm not sure what that is. And oh, there goes Christian Klein into the wall. So that's going to help Juan Pablo Montoya get another position if he can get up there in time. Doesn't look like he will. But Christian Klein has so much damage to his side pod as well. Ryan Karthikeyan. That was the rear wing I saw lying there on the side of the track. So let's see. Kimi Räikkönen still in the lead of this race, completely controlling it at the moment. Fernando Alonso's just behind him in second. And a bit farther back is Nick Heidfeld and Mark Webber. Let's get an update on Jarno Trulli. He's going for a points position right here, getting past David Coulthard. But he does not make it stick, and he actually loses a position to Thiago Monteiro. So that was a disaster of a move, and it did not work out at all for him. And now Jacques Villeneuve getting back up into contention for points, and he is, of course, going to be wanting points, as he's only scored one time this season. Michael Schumacher actually finally into the points positions, sitting in 7th. Ralf Schumacher 6th. Jenson Button 5th. Mark Webber has lost touch with his teammate Nick Heidfeld, who's in 3rd. Fernando Alonso is catching Kimi Räikkönen, it seems, slowly but surely, as Kimi comes up to 130R. You can see they're all within range of each other, and now the pressure is on. Let's see, 10 minutes left of this race, so it's just about the halfway point. Can Kimi hold it together for another 10 minutes? And that'll be about another 7 laps. Can he hold it together? We'll have to see. As it looks like Jarno Trulli is past Thiago Monteiro there. So he's up into the 9th. Now he's going to get back on David Coulthard, as Ralf Schumacher is under pressure from Michael. Nearly making a mistake, and Jenson Button has passed Mark Webber. But now these guys are very close. Nick Heidfeld has caught Fernando Alonso faster than Alonso has caught Kimi, and now it looks like Kimi starting to draw more of a gap once again. Last time I checked it was 2 seconds, it is 1.5, so he's starting to pull out that gap. We'll see if he can get away. But now coming down this long straight toward 130R, can Nick Heidfeld get alongside and make a pass for 2nd place? This will tie him in the championship points. He doesn't do it there. Can he get through the chicane? He dives it up the inside. Can he hold it? He holds it, but he does not take the position. But now, once again, a long straight coming down into turn 1. Can he hold it now? As he's coming down the inside, the superior speed of the BMW engine against the Renault. And can he hold it up the inside? He does, but it looks like Fernando Alonso comes back at him. And Fernando, oh, they're squeezing each other out on either side of this track. And now coming through the S's, Nick Heidfeld takes 2nd place as they come to the Dunlop curve as Kimi enters the Degnos. So now Nick Heidfeld has disposed. Oh, and he nearly loses it. And he nearly loses it again, getting way too much curb on the inside. He needs to be careful. So now this is going to give Fernando Alonso a shot to take that second position back. But as they run right now, Nick Heidfeld will be tied for first place in the championship. Of course, Kimi Räikkönen finally taking another win, it would seem, very easily. But now Fernando Alonso goes up the inside and there's a spoon. And now can he hold it down the straight into 130R? As it looks like Mark Webber is up into fourth once again, beating out Jenson Button. But now here comes Fernando Alonso into the chicane. Can he take it? They bump tires. Oh, they rub. And now Nick Heidfeld holds it. He gets a wider line. Can he get a better run down this straight into the first corner? As it looks like Mark Webber has lost fourth place once again. But now coming into turn one, and wow, Fernando Alonso makes that look easy, and he takes second place right back from Nick Heidfeld. Let's get a checkup on Jarno Trulli. There he is into the 7th position. So this is a good fight back from Jarno. Oof. Fernando Alonso getting a lot of curb there. But now Ralf Schumacher is catching, it seems. He's catching Nick Heidfeld very quickly. Nick is in trouble. He's lost his rhythm when he was catching Fernando Alonso. And now he just cannot get it back. And now he's under threat from Ralf Schumacher. This could dash his championship hopes. Of course, if anyone's not going to score points, it's going to be Juan Pablo Montoya today. Looks like Jacques Villeneuve's up in the 10th. Can Jarno Trulli make a move on Mark Webber? No, they collides into the back of him. And now he's losing positions. He's lost a position. But now he's... Oh, what is happening? Michael Schumacher makes a pit stop. Will this be a race with a pit stops? Or required pit stops? I don't know. I can't set them to have required pit stops, so they might have a fuel pit stop that they will need. But no, Michael Schumacher goes into the box and he retires the car. He retires the car. The gearbox has failed. So that's it's another terrible result for Michael Schumacher. But now Kimi Räikkönen has a 7-second lead over Fernando Alonso. He's going to take this win, no doubt, unless he has another engine failure. Nick Heidfeld holds third from Ralf Schumacher, and Nick's teammate is coming to the rescue in fifth. Looks like Ralph might get him down into 130R or the chicane after. We'll see what happens here as they come down this straight. Can he get that slipstream enough? As he holds just behind Nick into 130R. Now out of it. Can he pull down the power? He does, but he does not get up alongside through the chicane. And so he holds fourth. But now coming down into turn one, he has to be able to get him here. The speed of that Toyota, even though it's not the greatest, he's actually just faster. He's about 4 kilometers an hour faster than Nick Heidfeld. So the Toyota engine revs out about 336, and the BMW without a slipstream was about 332. So that just shows some power behind the BMW compared to the Toyota. And Villeneuve is up into 8th as Jarno Trulli is fallen back into 10th position after making a good fight back. So someone's had an issue. Oh right, it was Michael Schumacher. Looks like David Coulthard's being hassled now by Shock, as he's going to be fighting for that final, or that 7th place I think it was in. Kimi Räikkönen just having a leisurely stroll around Suzuka today. Very, very easy for him today. He hasn't had any issues. And there are 3 minutes left, so about, let's see, If we look at his times, 1:26, about 2 laps left. The final 2 laps of this race for Kimi Räikkönen, as he's going to take this win, unless he has an engine failure or gearbox or suspension or anything, but more than likely he's going to finish. Now, who's going to get third or second is another question. Nick Heidfeld is under threat from Ralf Schumacher. Mark Webber has fallen off of the back of Ralf. Villeneuve has taken 8th or 7th position. Jarno Trulli's back up in the 9th, and now he's going to be looking for points once again. Of course, without points, this will hurt Jarno more than anyone, as he's 10 points behind Montoya. He has to make the most of Montoya's non-points finish here today. And oh, this is going to help him greatly. David Coulthard and Jacques Villeneuve colliding, going into the hairpin. And I was not even paying attention when that happened. So let's watch Jacques Villeneuve going into the hairpin. Oh no, David Coulthard just runs a little wide, and Jacques Villeneuve runs right into him. So that's it for Jacques as he's running around off track. But now Juan Pablo Montoya is looking on the inside, looking outside in, I mean. He's looking for that 10th position from David Coulthard. And now he's going to go up the inside. David Coulthard has no front wing, so it's going to be easy for Montoya. And now in the 10th position. But of course, he still would have to pass Patrick Freysacher and Thiago Monteiro. Jarno Trulli sitting pretty happily in 7th now. He's going to probably take it easy to the end. This is the final lap, I would assume, as Nick Heidfeld has lost 3rd position. And now that's going to hurt him, as he will be stuck in 2nd position in the championship. He will be about 3 points behind Montoya going into the final 2 rounds, as that was Jacques Villeneuve just running around in the middle of the track. Oh no! Villeneuve, no! You need to watch out, as, oh, this is gonna hurt. Nick Heidfeld, he's just lost 4th place going into the final straights. Now he has to fight his teammate for that 5th, or that 4th place, I mean. And now, oh no, this is terrible for Heidfeld. He's gonna go up the inside. Can he do it? He does. He holds 4th place. And now coming down to the line. Wow. Jacques Villeneuve nearly threw that away for him. Nearly threw away Heidfeld's result. Nearly collided with him. And that would have been even worse. And now he finally retires the car. Wow. So Kimi Räikkönen finishes 6 seconds ahead of Fernando Alonso, who finishes 1.5 ahead of Ralf Schumacher, who finishes, about 3.5 seconds ahead of Nick Heidfeld. Jarno Trulli secures his 7th, so that's going to be a good 2 points for him. It's going to move him up just 8 points behind the championship leader. So it's going to bring down the gap even more as we head into round 11, Montreal. And that's going to be a good race. There's all to fight for there. And then the final race of the season, yet to be decided. Of course, the straw poll down below in the link, or in the description below on the link, is a vote for what track will host the final round of this AI-only championship. I think it's Imola winning right now, so that'll be very interesting if it does win. But of course, there's still other tracks to vote for. So I think that's all I have to say. I will talk to you guys later. And I really hope the audio came out pretty well, because those engines were loud this round for some reason. They're extra loud compared to other times. But yeah, let's go ahead and check down here. I'll scroll it down and see who's down, out, retired from the race. And I will see you guys next time in Montreal at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. See ya.